Well, the Maratha quota stir has intensified. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has held an all-party meeting to discuss the issue. Prominent state leaders from different parties, including Sharad Pawar, Jayant Patil, Chhagan Bhujbal, Nana Patole and Balasaheb Thorat have been attending the meeting. Times Now has learned that at the beginning of the meeting, Chief Minister has made a very emotional appeal to all the party leaders, asking them to appeal for peace to their cadres and to the people. In fact, sources have said that Congress's Ashok Chavan has demanded that a bill should be brought about in the winter session of the parliament to give reservation to quota. In fact, the Congress was of the view that Maratha community leaders should be taken into confidence by the state government and that it should coordinate with the central government to provide quota. Addressing a press conference after the meeting, Chief Minister Shinde urged agitation leader Manoj Patil to have faith in the efforts of the government and end his stir. He asserted that all the leaders agreed in the meeting that law and order needs to be maintained on priority.
या बैठकीमध्ये अतिशय विस्तृतपणे चर्चा झाली. यामध्ये चर्चेमधून मराठा समाजाला आरक्षण मिळालं पाहिजे ही भूमिका जी सरकारची आहे ती सर्वांचीच भूमिका आहे. त्यावर सर्वांचं एकमत आहे आणि ते आरक्षण कायद्याच्या चौकटीमध्ये बसणारं आणि टिकणारं आरक्षण दिलं पाहिजे ही भावना देखील या ठिकाणी व्यक्त केली. तशा प्रकारचा ठराव देखील करण्यात आला. राज्यामध्ये जी कायदा सुव्यवस्थेचा प्रश्न निर्माण झाला, ज्या दुर्दैवी घटना होत आहेत, जाळपोळीच्या, तोडफोडीच्या, त्याच्यावर सगळ्यांनीच तीव्र नापसंती व्यक्त केली. कायदा सुव्यवस्था राखण्यासाठी सरकारने ठोस पावलं उचलली पाहिजेत अशा प्रकारची भूमिका सर्वांनी एकमताने घेतलेली आहे.
Meanwhile, the protest has been raging on. Agitated Maratha protesters have blocked the state highway near Nandir. Protesters also vandalized the car of NCP MLA Hassan Mushrif. And not just the Maratha protesters, but even several of the leaders have hit the streets backing their demand for reservation. NCP MLAs of Sharad Pawar faction have blocked the speaker's car in protest and later even met him regarding the reservation demand. MLAs of Uddhav Sena, NCP Ajit Pawar faction as well as the Congress have come together to express solidarity for the Maratha reservation. The leaders have staged a protest near the Mantralaya gate. They have locked the gates and raised slogans demanding special session to give a reservation to Maratha, with Congress even demanding a special bill.
As you can clearly see right now over here, Mumbai police is detaining all the MLAs right now. From last 2 hours, they are near the Mantralaya gate. The Mantralaya door was locked, and because of that, they were doing protest to demanding that one day special session should be called by the Maharashtra government and provide the reservation to all the Maratha communities. Here you can clearly see that police is detaining all the MLAs belonging from the NCP, Ajit Pawar, NCP. Apart from that, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb faction, Congress faction, everybody is here now. Mumbai police is detaining them.
मैं किराए के फ्लैट में रहता हूँ. मुझे अभी तक शासकीय निवास स्थान नहीं मिला और मेरा ड्राइवर और मेरा पीए ये आमदार निवास के रूम में रहते थे. और मैं गाड़ी भी मेरी गवर्नमेंट की नहीं, मेरी प्राइवेट गाड़ी है, वो नीचे पार्क में खड़ी होती थी. आज 2-3 लोगों ने कांच फोड़ दी और ये 3 लोग जो हैं वो बाहर से आए हुए थे. तो अभी मराठा समाज को आरक्षण मिलने के लिए उन्हें जो कृत्य किया है, तो मराठा समाज के साथ हम बहुत साल से रहे हैं. मराठा समाज को उनके गरीब जो तबके के जो युवक हैं उनको नौकरी में, शिक्षा में उनको आरक्षण मिलना चाहिए, भूमिका हमारी रही है. बोला है कि 3 लोगों को अभी उसे कठोर से कठोर कोई नहीं कर शिक्षा करते हुए छोड़ दिया जाए.
छोड़ दिया जाने की मांग कर
मैंने मांग की है.
At present, I'm reporting from Antarvali Sarati village in Jalna district. This is where the Maratha community leader Manoj Patil is sitting on a hunger strike for the 8th consecutive day. Now, with me are many supporters, many people from the Maratha community. We'll try and gauge their opinion, their mood as well. आपसे पहले बात करेंगे, आप बताइए कि जो रिजर्वेशन मांगा जा रहा है कितना महत्व ये रखता है और कितनी आशाएं आपको इस सरकार से है?
हमें हमारा जो मराठा का जो ठोसा है, ये हमने ठोसा देने के बाद 100% हम आरक्षण लेंगे। अगर प्यार से नहीं दिया तो छीन के लेंगे, क्योंकि यह हमारे आजादी की लड़ाई है और आज तक जब से स्वतंत्र मिला है भारत को, तब से इन्होंने हमको फंसाया है।
Well, let me go across to our panelists and our guests. We have Varun Singh, a political analyst who's joining us, Kishore Tiwari, a spokesperson with Shiva Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction also on our show. But before I come to you, gentlemen, let me go across to Radhika. Before the analysis begins, let's take off the situation on the ground. We just heard one of the supporters of Jalna Patil coming out and saying, अगर वो reservation नहीं देंगे तो reservation हम छीन के लेंगे. Radhika, any kind of political consensus which may come out of the all-party meeting today, any kind of way forward?
You know, as far as the all-party meeting is concerned, of course, no consensus has been reached, no concrete decision taken. We did hear Chief Minister Eknath Shinde coming out and saying that while all the parties are in support of the fact that Marathas should be given reservation, unfortunately, there are various legal hurdles that has to be crossed. Several administrative framework, legal framework has to be brought into effect, which is why a subcommittee has been formed, and therefore empirical data has been called for to understand the backwardness. So this is a long process which has to be followed so that once again the court doesn't strike down their decision, which is why they are treading cautiously as far as state government is concerned. No concrete consensus. However, state government going on to say that they are in support. There are legal hurdles which need to be crossed, and that will take time. So therefore appealing to the protesters that state government be given more time to analyze it and come up with some sort of a conclusion, be it before the courts or be it before the centre. They have to present some data. However, as you mentioned before, you know, as far as these protesters are concerned, they are stubborn. They're not backing down. We saw unabated violence happening. We'll have to really wait and see whether they will be willing to give government more time, but they have given an ultimatum. So it is going to be difficult, for the state government at this point, who is currently under a lot of pressure.
You're absolutely right. In fact, Jalna Patil has given an ultimatum till today evening. In fact, Manoj has said that in case there is no such forward movement, any concrete step being taken by the state, he is going to stop drinking water. Remember, it's over 7 days now that he's been on a hunger strike. Kishore Tiwari, I'll come to you. I believe the UBT faction, the Uddhav Thackeray faction of the Shiv Sena, however, was not part of the meeting, the all-party meeting. If you were to be part of this meeting, what would you have suggested to the government to be the way forward?
No, we want that Maratha should be given the reservation. That's absolutely clear. But you have to see the history. In 2014, when ordinance came, and 2018, government of Maharashtra brought the bill, and afterward the government changed, and the bill was challenged, which was giving reservation to the Maratha community. We appointed a committee, and that committee who was looking after that was Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar and Dilip Vadse Patil. Eknath Shinde was looking from our behalf to see that, but Supreme Court has raised some objection.
It was the United Shiv Sena at the time that you are talking about anyways.
Yeah,
so it was you in power.
And it was struck down by the Supreme Court. Now what I want to give the solution, that the same ordinance with the due diligence should be brought, and ordinance should be brought, and Jalna Patil will be satisfied, and the queries and the compliances should be made because we are not a party of agitation, we are supporting. But the Mohan Jalna Patil was not convinced with the cabinet decision taken yesterday. So when Mohan Jalna Patil is not convinced, Maratha community is not convinced, what the hell you are doing with all the parties?
we request all our viewers, of course, to keep your language parliamentary here. But Varun Singh, he's made an important point. We have Mr. Kishore Tiwari saying, listen, when we were in power, we tried to bring it in. Of course, it didn't go down well with the courts. But now the onus is on to the government of the day, which is the BJP, Shiv Sena, Shinde faction of the day, to ensure that something which hasn't been done by them must get done today, and not just today, by today evening, to be precise. Is that possible?
Few things that Kishorji, being a very busy man, forgot to tell you all. In 2018, when Devendra Fadnavis was the chief minister and Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena was also part of the government, it was passed. The reservation was given. The reservation was challenged in the High Court of Bombay. And even the High Court of Bombay said that it has to be allowed in certain circumstances. Reservation above 50% is allowed. Till 2019, when Devendra Fadnavis was the chief minister, the reservation was there. Then the government changed, MVA came in, and in 2021, the Supreme Court struck it down, stating that more than 50% reservation cannot be there. The onus, the blame completely lies with the MVA for not representing the Maratha cause with the jest that they should have done in the Supreme Court. And that is the reason why today we are facing it. For even in May 2021, after that, till
I will intervene.
Today,
I will reply.
Wait, intervene. Let me complete, Kishorji. आप बड़े हैं, आप intervene कीजिए, but let me complete. For 1 year, Uddhav Thackeray was the CM. Ashok Chavan, who's a great Maratha leader from Maharashtra, he was part of the MVA government. They did nothing. They just sat on it. They didn't even go to the court. They didn't file the curative petition. When this government came in, Devendra Fadnavis, who gave the bill, who gave the reservation originally, is now part of the government. He is taking time. You know, why is the government taking time? Why is the government asking for time from Jarange Patil, a leader who is now representing the Maratha community over here? Because they do not want to fall flat in front of the Supreme Court. Any person with any person.
Okay, fair enough. We need more time, is what the Sarkar is saying. We need more time to ensure that we have a legally sound bill which is brought in and then passed. I'll just come to you. But meanwhile, there's some breaking news which is coming in. A former BJP MP himself has hinted out the Shinde Sarkar, in fact, Sambhaji Chhatrapati, former MP of BJP, has said that from the last 15 years, I'm active in the Maratha reservation movement and have always been present in all the government meetings. But now only hollow meetings are happening and going on in the name of reservation. Vote bank politics is going on. That's why I didn't attend today's all-party meeting. Let me go across to Mr. Kishore Tiwari. But before that, listen into this report which has been filed by Arunira, reporter.
At present, I'm reporting from Antarvali Sarati village in Jalna district. This is where the Maratha community leader Manoj Jarange Patil is sitting on a hunger strike for the 8th consecutive day. Now, with me are many supporters, many people from the Maratha community. We'll try and gauge their opinion, their mood as well. आपसे पहले बात करेंगे. आप बताइए कि जो रिजर्वेशन मांगा जा रहा है, कितना महत्व ये रखता है?
हमें हमारा जो मराठा का जो ठोसा है, ये हमने ठोसा देने के बाद 100% हम आरक्षण लेंगे. अगर प्यार से नहीं दिया तो छीन के लेंगे, क्योंकि यह हमारे आजादी की लड़ाई है. और आज तक जब से स्वतंत्र मिला है भारत को, तब से इन्होंने हमको फंसाया है. और हमारा जो आरक्षण का रोटी है, ये लोग खा रहे हैं. और बाकी का 450 समाज को इन्होंने दिया है. तब तक हम लोग कुछ बोले नहीं.
पाटिल जी ने ये बोला है कि पार्शियल रिजर्वेशन नहीं चाहिए, विभागीय आरक्षण नहीं चाहिए, पूर्ण आरक्षण चाहिए. कैसे देखते हो उसको आप?
सबको एक साथ ही मिलना चाहिए. सब किसान वो कुनबी है, मराठा है, सब एक ही समाज के. और जो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि हमको नहीं चाहिए, उनको जरूरत नहीं. वो मराठा नहीं होंगे, वो नाम के लिए मराठा बोलते हैं. नारायण राणे साहब होंगे, एकनाथ ये होंगे, उनको जरूरत नहीं है, तो उनकी मर्जी है.
Well, unfortunately, we're running out of time, but so is the Maharashtra government. By today evening, the ultimatum which has been given by Jarange Patil comes to an end. He says after this, he's going to stop drinking water. Before that, can they come out with a solution or a way forward which will convince him over the Maratha quota? We'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much, Varun Singh, for joining us, as well as Kishore Tiwari.